Women, stay in the damn house.
Fuck no. Y'all stay in the damn house. Shit. Y'all make me so sick with this. Like, now we gotta stay inside. Can't do shit. Can't go for a walk. Can't go out with our friends. Can't go shopping. Can't go pay bills. Can't go on vacation. Can't take our kids to the park. Can't do nothing. Hell, you can't even stay in the damn house without being bothered there too. We are sick and damn tired of hearing y'all tell us what the fuck to do. Y'all, y'all just gonna keep staring right at the damn problem, but continue to tell us what to do. Talk to men. Y'all so scared of each other. I swear y'all continue to prove the damn point every single time. Damn. Like, y'all don't know how annoying this is. It's annoying and it's getting old. When are y'all going to do something about y'all's mental instability, your uncontrollable rage, your barbaric nature, your desire to unalive people? When are y'all going to do something about that? Instead of having all these mandates for us and our children. Y'all literally want to look at the fruit of the issue instead of getting to the root of the issue. Dang. We just lost 19-year-old Samaya Spain, and her twin also got jabbed because he couldn't take rejection. Them girls were just out minding their business, having a good time with their friends. Y'all never have smoke for each other. Trust me, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get that you are attempting to keep women and children safe. But my God, how many of these mandates are y'all going to issue before y'all decide, you know what? It's a male problem. Y'all are the one doing this. We're tired of hearing it. We have lives that we want to actually live, and we don't want to live it in fear. We already have to do that enough when we do go out to run errands, when we do go to work, when we do take our children to the park, when we do go to the mall, when we do go to brunch, when we go out with our friends, when we go to the grocery store. I just reposted a lady yesterday. She was in Kroger with her infant, and a man physically put his hands on her, trying to lure her out of the store, stalking her. She's in there buying groceries with her baby. And a security guard had to escort her out safely to her car. Like, y'all do everything but get to the root. Y'all have a problem, a huge problem. And like, sometimes I will get men that come on my page every now and then, and they'll be like, oh, well, what about when women do it? Basically inversing whatever the topic is. And I saw this a lot on my video about younger women that don't have children should not date men with children or marry them. What I'm understanding, and what I need y'all to understand too, I have specifically said I make my page for women and girls. I don't talk about men's issues. Y'all don't listen to women. Y'all have already said you don't listen to other men. So I'm not going to waste my breath on talking to y'all and about y'all's issues when, again, y'all need to be talking to each other about your own issues. But see, y'all don't. Even like when we always talk about mental health, y'all always want a woman to be responsible for your mental health. We can't. We have our own things that we need to be concerned about. Why do y'all need us to talk about topics that are pertaining to men so bad? Y'all are men, right? So y'all know better than being a man than a woman can. Y'all love to say, oh, a woman can't teach a little boy. A woman can't teach a man. Oh, well, no duh. So stop asking us to do the emotional labor for you. Get out here. If you have a TikTok page, get out here and make the content. Instead, y'all want to sit up on podcasts and talk about how you can trick women into sleeping with you, how you can make a ton of money, which I do agree, y'all do need to talk about that. But for the most part, those podcast topics are always about how to trick a woman. Women are literally the center of y'all's world. Y'all can't do anything without us, without thinking about us. So when it comes down to these hard-hitting topics and we're asking y'all, please talk to the men about unaliving us and kidnapping us and doing all of these barbaric things to us, y'all want us to do it. We can. Y'all do it. It's y'all's responsibility. Y'all do it. And for these women that sit out here, I see a few of y'all love to tailor y'all's content to men. Good luck, honey. They're not listening to you. Men have already made it very plain and clear they don't even listen to each other. So why are you out here trying to build a brand on talking to men? Y'all know it don't work. These men do not support you. They may take in the video and throw you a yes, queen. We need more like you, queen. Oh, where's this type of woman for me, queen? These men aren't listening to you. They are not going to take that information and go implement and execute. They're not. Men don't even listen to other men. Why in the hell do you think they are about to listen to you? They're not. They barely listen to their mothers. They barely listen to their fathers. They ain't listening to you. They barely listen to mentors if they have one. They ain't listening to teachers. So why are you out here wasting your breath trying to talk to men about men? So it's highly annoying when y'all come on people's pages as men and try to tell them, oh, well, what about when women do it? Then get on your Zoom and talk about men's issues. Women cannot talk about men's issues for y'all. Grow up and take your own mental health into your own hands and leave us alone about it. I'm saying all this, hell, y'all ain't even gonna listen to this. But it's just annoying. That's why a lot of the times if y'all see me do respond back to a man, I either tell him, over here, I don't care about men's point of view, because my page is for women and girls. If you, and I also tell them, you go make a video about it. I had a girl on my young women becoming stepmothers video talking about well, what about the men? Baby, you go make the video. You go do it. Since you think these men gonna listen to you, you go make the video. You're gonna get your cookie and pat on the back, and that's about all you're gonna get out of them. That's it. So, like, go make y'all's own page and talk to each other about y'all's own mental health crisis. Y'all are not doing well mentally at all. I'ma keep mentioning Samaya Spain, the 19-year-old twin that was just murdered because a man couldn't take rejection. That girl did not know that man, and y'all just out here killing like it's a sport. That is barbaric. And y'all think y'all's answer to everything is, oh, we'll stay in the house. Okay, we'll say that to those women whose homes have been broken into and they were murdered or they were robbed or whatever. What is your answer to that when they're at home minding their business? Because y'all swear y'all got the answers, but y'all will do everything but the thing that you're supposed to do, which is get these men in line. get these boys in line. That's what's needed. Y'all always out here talking about women need to choose better. Women need to choose better. Samaya Spain literally said no to him. For whatever reason, baby girl was not interested. That was her trying to choose better. And what happened when she tried to choose better? Okay. This was posted in a group that I'm in on Facebook. If he willingly tells you he's married, he wants you to decide the play. The play just means if you're down to be his side piece or not. These ladies responded, and I keep saying no, and they keep begging. This is true, but they do keep asking once I say no. I appreciate they tell me, but I can't stand the fact that they continue to beg. Until you say no and they start pursuing you like the police. The last lady says even when you say no, they still apply pressure. So, even when you say no, they don't hear it. So what do they respond to? This is very much giving, I'm entitled. I'm entitled to you and whatever you have that I want. I'm entitled to it. Where y'all think this come from? The inability to hear a woman say no, and you continue on anyway. A man that I recently met shared with me that he had been told no by several women on several occasions. But he just assumed they were joking and continued. He didn't specify if it was, sex or just talking or trying to buy her a drink at the bar. He didn't specify. I want y'all to go. 1 second. I want y'all to go and watch one of Princella's most recent lives on YouTube. She is now holding women accountable for what we have out here in the world as far as men. And I do agree with her. She talks about how if the majority of the narcissists in the world are men, and we see things in real life and on social media called boy moms. Boy moms enable a lot of bad behavior in their sons. Hear me and hear me good. I am not putting all of the blame on the woman. But what I am saying, you are the other half of that boy child. If you are allowing your son to get away with shit, and you are not checking him, and you are not holding him accountable, and you are coddling him, you are creating more problems for all of us, and for yourself included. Because you probably married or had a baby with the type of man who his mother was doing the same. So you see how it's not helpful for us as women to have these sons and then baby them all of their life, not hold them accountable, coddle them, let them get away with murder, uphold their bad behaviors. You see them do something, you say, oh, boys will be boys. That's just what boys do. Do you know how long women have been saying that? And then we see what's going on in the world, but we never check to say, I probably should stop saying that stupid shit. I said a while back on a video, I'm not gonna be the mother where we just what's the saying, what goes in this house stays in this house. I had to check my own language because I always said, I don't like that. If something is going on in my home, I want my daughter to be able to talk to a trusted individual to hold me accountable and say, hey, something's going on in this house. I don't like it. I'm not doing that. What goes in this house stays in the house. And so I'm saying that because we have to check our language. If y'all are saying, oh, boys will be boys, you're making it worse. And you are allowing him to get away with everything. Also, when y'all say shit like, oh, it's easier to raise boys than it is girls. What I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is I can be lazy in my parenting with my son or my sons. And no, ma'am, you cannot. All of these things have an effect. Yes, father absenteeism and hell, fathers in the home are also responsible for what we are seeing in a lot of these men. Because don't get it twisted, men are also perpetuating the bad behaviors that we've seen for decades and centuries. Case in point, I did a video when all the Love is Blind crap with AD and Clay was going on, and I said, broken boys become broken men, who become broken husbands, who become broken fathers that give birth and parent broken boys, and the cycle continues. So, Papa was a Rolling Stone. How many times do we say that? Oh, he stepped out for cigarettes, or he stepped out to go buy milk. We say these things. And then you say it, and then you see it. So you got Papa was a Rolling Stone. I'm going out for a box of cigarettes, or I'm going out for a gallon of milk. And that just, for the new young people, that just means he left the home and never came back. Then you got mamas, boys will be boys. It's easier to raise boys than girls. Where do y'all think we get women coddle their sons and raise their daughters? That is a real thing. I reposted a young lady's video this morning. I loved it. She talked about how her grandmother was a pick-me. And I understand a lot of women from back then, they were super pick-me's. And then they raised pick-me juniors. And I understand it. I don't excuse it, but I understand it, because when all of everything that has to do with your livelihood is dependent on a man, meaning, I've said this time and time again, those women did not have rights. Where were they going to live? Most of them couldn't work. Most of them had 12 kids. Where were they going to go? So those women pedestalized men to their detriment. And you know how you always had the shifty uncle who was a creep, but grandmama just couldn't let him go. He had to be in the house. She knew he was a pedo, but that was her baby. He couldn't do no wrong. He gonna drink up all her check money, but she don't care. He's 60 living in her house and she don't care. So we're now coming to a point where all of these things are coming to a head, and a lot of women are saying, hold the fuck up. I've had a lot of women, and I'm so thankful for how y'all are changing your parenting. I've had a lot of women mention how they are teaching their sons differently. And I know that it can be done. I don't have a son, but I love when other women with sons come on my page, because they prove to me that they're putting in the work and they're saying no to these bad behaviors and to these generational stereotypes. They're done with it. Those will be the boys that will turn out different. But yes, as women who have sons, y'all are to blame for a lot of this, because if you're sitting up here and you're coddling him, what do you think you're putting out into the world? You're putting him off on other women. And then y'all become monster-in-laws. monster mother-in-laws. If y'all ever watched that movie Monster-in-Law with J-Lo, that is exactly what happens. You get the mama's boy. You get the man that don't know how to make his own damn doctor's appointments. You get the man that thinks you're supposed to excuse his bad behavior because mama did it. He done jumped from one titty to another titty. Follow for more. You see what I mean? Say it to him, because ain't no y'all in what he said, but I see you triggered, so carry on. You think that's supposed to hurt my feelings by calling me triggered? You goddamn right I'm triggered. Like I responded to you. Samaya Spain, 19, stabbed in her neck because she said no. The lady who I reposted, stalked in Kroger with her infant while she was grocery shopping. And the list goes on and on and on. These are women that I've just heard of in the past 2 days. Matter of fact, the lady in the stitch of this video, I think her name is Christina Johnson, abducted while she was just walking her dog. So you goddamn right I'm triggered. That shit don't work with me, honey. Anything but to go tell another man how y'all can work together and help fix this. Instead, you want us to do it. Say it to him. Did you even bother to go look at his comment section to see all of the women that were telling him and pleading and begging? No. And also, just like how you're over here on my video commenting, just like on his video, not one man said a thing since the last time I've checked those comments. Y'all are absolutely pathetic. Y'all are absolutely pathetic. Y'all cannot incite change, and y'all will not do anything to keep anything safe. Except for yourselves, though, because I caught that ain't no y'all. So how are we supposed to know the difference? Do y'all have tattoos or something that can show us that it's not y'all? Do y'all have anything on your forehead that lets us know that y'all are safe and that we shouldn't be scared? Is that something that they give y'all? Is there a way that y'all can let us know who's who? Do the boogeymen have the letter B on their forehead so we'll know? No, y'all don't. So we don't know who's who. So you are going to be in that y'all. I don't hate to break it to you, but you are definitely in that y'all. Okay? So this little pissy comment that you left that you thought was supposed to hurt my feelings, you're damn right I'm triggered. And if you actually gave a damn about women and children, you would be triggered too, to know that a 19-year-old has lost her life. 19. She was just getting started and she lost her life. And her sister is in the hospital fighting for hers because he got her too. And he's still on the run. And he left the bloody knife at the scene. If that don't trigger you, and that's probably what's wrong with a lot of you. Actually, I know that's what's wrong with a lot of you. You lack empathy. Y'all are not human. That's the only way that I can describe. Y'all are not human. Out of everything that was said, this is what you wanted to come back with. So ladies, I want y'all to see this. I want you to read it and I want you to remember it. You know you're making a point when this is what they got to go to. But I see your trigger, so carry on. That's all they know how to do. That's how you know your point has been made.
I just rejected a guy in Kroger, and the security guard had to escort me outside for safety to my car. Story time. Real story. That just happened just now. I'm literally shaking. So if my word is mumbling, that's because I'm still trying to process what just happened to me. So I simply went to Kroger, minding my business, to go get some fruits and some veggies to prep my meal for me and my kids. And I noticed that there were two guys around just lurking. They really wasn't doing anything, but because I have my baby, my focus immediately start paying attention to their asses. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be judging people. They might just be doing their own thing, but I'm still going to keep an eye. It is sad that we have to do this as women, but again, your intuition is never wrong. So don't ignore it when you feel like something is up. So while I was minding my business, picking up my fruits and stuff with my baby in the cart, one of the guys just kept passing my cart. And I was like, okay, this is weird, but he was picking up some bananas. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're fucking shopping. That's what I'm thinking. So as I left the fruit aisle to go pick up some yogurt, one of the guy pat me on my shoulder, and I turned around. And, well, I didn't know it was one of them, but when they pat me on my shoulder, I turned around and I noticed it was him. And I said, hi. And he said, hi. And he proceeded to ask me, where is the cocoa in the store? And I said, I don't know where is the cocoa. I don't know. And I was like, maybe you can ask somebody in the front. And he was like, so can I have your number? And I said, no, I'm sorry. You cannot have my number. And I started pushing my cart. And you know when somebody pulled your shoulder, like, okay, you need to come back. I'm not done talking to you. That's exactly what he did. So I said, excuse me, you don't touch me like that. You don't do that shit. Like, that is very disrespectful. Don't touch me. So I immediately just forget about the yogurt and everything, and I start pushing the cart towards the register. He proceeded to follow me to the register, like close to the register, and I was like, dude, what do you want? And he was like, I'm just asking you for your number. So the other guy I saw coming towards us. And I was like, okay, this is not looking good. Let me just leave this shit inside of the grocery store and head to where the security guard is. So I told the security guard what was going on, and he was like, okay, I will escort you out in a minute. Just stay right here. So he walked up to the guys, and he was like, I don't know what he asked them, but they started laughing. And they was like, look at this mother effing clown trying to question me. That's exactly what they said to the guy, the security. So the security was like, okay, let me escort you out. And he was like, do you want any grocery? I said, no, I don't want any grocery because I just want to go home with my kid because I have my baby. So while he was taking me to my car, the guys, they walked out the store as well, and they started yelling at the security guard. They started calling out his name, and he was like, don't pay attention to them, because if they come at me, I will be able to protect you and your kid. And I'm so grateful for that security, because he didn't have to, but he did. I ended up being in the car safely, and I pulled off, and I drove around a little bit before I had come straight home, because I didn't want nobody to be following me, because I don't know if they was following me or not. But my thing is, why is it so hard for men to take rejection? When a woman says no, why is it so hard for you to respect that shit? Respect when a woman tell you no. It's a reason why she said no. She's just not interested. And for her to feel unsafe because she said no, it's crazy. Like, what happened to respecting people's boundaries? What happened to respecting people, period? Why do I have to think about you taking my life because I said no? I just don't understand, y'all. So please, ladies, be safe out there. And men, start acting like men now, please. If a woman says no, respect that. Respect her no.